My name is JD Ferreira. I am doing my hand analysis on opening a bottle of wine. I'm going to start my starting position is going to be described on my left hand, where my wrist extensors and hand extensors are going to allow for this position to go and grasp the bottle. In my elbow at my radial ulnar humeral joint, is going to be flexed in a neutral position by my brachioradialis muscle. My wrist at my distal radial ulnar joint is going to be extended by my extensor carpi radialis longus and brevis. At my CMC joint of the thumb and MCP joint of the thumb, is going to be palmally abducted by my abductor pollicis longus and brevis. My IP joint of the thumb is going to be extended by my extensor pollicis longus. My MCP joints of fingers toe to 5, along with my PIPs and DIPs, is going to be extended. That's going to be by my extensor digitorum. Once I'm going to grasp the bottle, my flexor muscles will kick in. My CMC joint of the thumb with my MCP joints are going to be palmally adducted by my thenar muscles. And my IP joint of the thumb is going to be flexed by my flexor pollicis longus. My MCP joints of the fingers toe to 5 are going to be flexed by my lumbricals. My PIP joints of fingers toe to 5 will be flexed by my FDS muscle. And my DIP joints of fingers toe to 5 will be flexed by my FDP muscle. Once I'm ready to open the bottle right here, I'm going to describe the position of my right hand, where my wrist flexors and hand flexors are going to allow for this position. On my elbow at my radial ulnar humeral joint, I'm going to have a flex position in a neutral position by my brachioradialis muscle. My wrist at my distal radial ulnar joint is going to be flexed, and that's going to be by my flexor carpi radialis and my flexor carpi ulnaris. My CMC and MCP joint of the thumb are going to be palmally adducted by my thenar eminence muscles. My IP joint of the thumb is going to be flexed by my flexor pollicis longus. Lumbricals are going to be flexed. My MCP joints of the fingers are going to be flexed by my lumbricals. My PIP joints of fingers toe to 5 are going to be flexed by my FDS muscle. And my DIP joints of the finger are going to be flexed by my FDP muscle. Once I'm doing this, I'm going to move into ulnar deviation. It's this motion right here at my distal radial ulnar joint, where this is going to be done by my flexor carpi ulnaris. I will also have a slight supination at the forearm at my radial ulnar humeral joint, and that's going to be by my supinator muscle. Then I will need to come back this way, and that's going to be radial deviation at my distal radial ulnar joint by my flexor carpi radialis, which is also going to be giving me a little pronation in my forearm by my pronator muscles and pronator quadratus. Then I will need to do this motion. Then to bring the cork out, I'm going to stabilize with my left hand, and my wrist flexors and hand flexors muscles are going to concentrically contract even harder to be able to bring the cork out like this. Cheers.